And up close and personal में we have very cool two creative guests from Arts Council जो कि हमें visit कर रहे हैं और you know आपको पता है Karachi has literally become the hub and the center of all of these amazing people, different nationalities, great talent, workshops, theatre, performances, dances, you name it and we have it. So Karachi is a place to be in right now. And let me introduce two amazing guests to you. पहले मैं आपको मिलवाना चाहूँगी सानी अब्दुल बाकी से जो कि एक actor हैं, acting instructor from Lebanon. Welcome to the show, Sani. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Great.
Thanks. Yeah.
And then मैं आपको introduce कराना चाहूँगी with Naved Rezvani जो कि एक Norwegian, Iranian dancer and performing artist हैं. Welcome to the show.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम कराची क्या हाल है?
जबरदस्त, हम बहुत अच्छे हैं.
That's what's up.
Very nice. All right, guys. So, you know, what brings you to Karachi is what I'm going to ask you first. But, Sani, I'm going to ask you, how is it that, you know, you're liking Karachi so far? How long has it been since you've been here?
More than 24 hours.
More than 24 hours. Okay, that's enough to know if you're liking the city or not.
Yeah.
Are you liking it?
Of course, the hospitality here, the environment is very. It's a very positive environment.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you've met good people so far. What about you? How's your experience been?
Well, right now sitting in front of a beautiful Pakistani woman, reflecting beautiful colors that mirrors the culture of this part of the world, reminding me of where my heritage of Iran is, and a hope for freedom of the women of my country so that they could have that freedom that you do, which I'm here as an artist to hopefully fight for peacefully with my dance.
Inshallah, why not? And Iranian women are one of the most beautiful women on the face of this planet.
Just like you guys are as well.
Oh, how lovely. Thank you so much. All right. So, you know, Sani, I'd love it if you can tell us how you got into this, what your history is like being an actor. Are you just a theatre actor, TV actor? How did you get into it?
Okay, so my journey started maybe like when I was a child.
Yeah.
What I would do with my cousins was we would go to the living room and prepare some sketches, some scenes together, some skits, and then we would perform them in front of our parents during the news, and they'd get pissed off. And
of course, I'm sure, right?
You know,
Arab parents are the same as Pakistani parents.
Exactly.
Get off it.
Exactly. So that then, like I wasn't aware of, like I later became aware that, oh, this is gonna help with my acting because when I was at university, I studied psychology with a minor in theatre, and then I went to London and I mastered in classical acting.
Wow.
Yeah. So
how cool is that? So you know, psychology and theatre is something that goes so well because you can really understand the character.
Yes.
And you can really dig into it. And is that you playing, you know, on the screen as well for our audience? Can you tell me a little about this specific scene? What is it about?
So this was from a series called Al-Qadar, which means fate.
Oh, and yes, Qadar means fate,
It's one of those Arabized, like it was originally in Turkish and it was Arabized and adapted by MBC in Saudi Arabia. So this was it was shot in Turkey. In that scene.
How lovely is that? It looks pretty cool. It looks very dramatic. I love the choice of colors, the cinematography, the theatre. I mean, it looks great. You look great too.
Thank you.
All right. So, you know, I really love what you're doing as well, Naved. It's so cool. So you're basically a hip-hop dancer. Then you went towards breakdance and you were doing it for such an amazing cause, for the sense of liberation and freedom. That is powerful.
Thank you so much.
Tell me about that.
Well, you know, after the Iranian Islamic Revolution, a lot of the Western values got blocked from coming into Iran. And I was born in 1983, so that is a few years after the revolution.
Yeah.
And not being able to truly pursue all these beautiful like cultures that come from the West, seeing Michael Jackson, which really caught my whole attention, it was like this rebellious feeling inside me that wanted to kind of break out and do something. And so when I got to Norway gave me a platform and a full freedom to be the exact person that I wanted to be. And
when was this? When did you move to Norway?
So I moved to Norway when I was 18 years old, the year 2000, 2001. And I've been there for around 25 years, living a life, doing what I love the most. And
And your roots are still in Iran,
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
Right.
Iran will always be every cell in my body, even though Norway is home. So I always say Iranian by birth, Norwegian by choice.
I love it. And I love the way, when I read it as well, I was like, this is going to be a cool guest to introduce for
Wow,
sure.
thank you so much. I'm
Absolutely. I love the moves. They look like slick.
Oh, thank you so
That
much.
is so smooth.
That is actually from a competition last weekend in Gothenburg, Sweden, which
Wow.
I'm very happy that I got to compete in. It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
So what was the competition about? You basically had to, there was a
So it was an all-style hip-hop competition where they play different genres of hip-hop music, and you just gotta rock that beat the way you can, either throwing some bhangra in there or you gotta just rock that hip-hop.
I love it. Have you picked up some steps from Pakistan's culture as well?
I mean, I'm working a lot with these young kids from the Art Council, and,
Right.
And even though I'm showing them a lot of hip-hop moves, they throw in some of their moves, and I get inspired by them as well, which is so powerful because the Art Council is all about this. The director's vision and the team, they bring in artists so that we could collaborate and learn from
each other. I
Yes.
love that. And then, Sani, actually that brings me to what kind of content are we going to be performing for the audience over here in Arts Council? So let's build it up a little, right? It's happening on the 30th of November.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's been happening for 4 days already, right? So tell us a little about it.
So the topic that I'm giving a training in is actually a very interesting topic that's always fascinated me.
Yeah.
It's presence.
Presence.
What is presence?
Deep.
And we use different words like stage presence, charisma, magnetism, electricity. All of that. What is it?
Wow.
How do we train it? And how can we expand our presence, whether we're public speaking, whether through acting, whether how musicians
Yes,
or
absolutely.
dancers use their body.
I believe it would probably be more about being true to who you are, right?
Well, a lot of it is about what we do, and a lot of it is also about others' perception of us. Because
Psychology student right there. Psychology student right there.
Technical details.
We got the juicy technical stuff coming in as well. All right, cool. And what about your performance? So, is it going to be featuring hip hop, bhangra, dance, B-funk, break dance?
Well,
I
gotta, that's also one side. I gotta admit, we live in a very complex world today, and for me to think about coming from Persian heritage, where historians once mentioned that during the 550 BC till 330 BC was some of the most peaceful time the world has seen because of the Persian Empire. And that diversity and that fact that all of these cultures and religions live so cool together gave me this feeling that, I want to bring a little bit of everything and connect it and bring my heritage to the stage floor here in Pakistan. And my little small message to Pakistan will be, dear guys, we live in this time, and what we need to do together is to uplift through culture, through music, through colors, through food, through fashion, and represent who we truly are. The world is painting a dark picture of our side of the world, but look at her beautiful colors. This is what we are. These smiles, these joys, these laughters. Let's fight for that, for Pakistan, for the Middle East, for Iran, and for all of us that want to have this freedom.
Love that, love that. What a great message for Friday. Naved, so I see, and I think the audience has been seeing you really moving and grooving. How do you bring this raw style to a formal stage?
I'll show you.
Nice.
That's what's
Wow! Love that. Love it. I love how on the fly you are. That's amazing. I love that.
When you get such a beautiful platform, you gotta
Why,
rock it.
you have to do it, and I love your energy. And what about you, Sani? So you've done psychology and you're doing theater. What kind of knowledge do you want to impart to your students? What do you say?
For me, like the most important thing, the most important value in my field of work is ethics. It's because I think the world that we live in today highly values intelligence more than it values ethics.
Morals.
Morals,
absolutely.
So for me,
so you're teaching them that? Can you teach someone that?
It's how you work with them. It's how you. Because it's how you communicate with them, Because
absolutely.
if you're honest with them and if you're generous with them, you can. it's because
Very
as
obvious.
a teacher.
Have you
you're not-
seen any changes though? Have you seen any student success story you want to tell us?
Yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah. I mean, here in.
Yeah. Oh no, back home, whenever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I still get testimonials from
Really?
students that I've taught before where, you know, they've graduated a couple of years ago and they still tell me about how
It's changed their life.
how I still inspire them from that time. And the thing is that, you know, something that took me maybe a year or two to realize as a
Yeah.
teacher was you're not only teaching technique or you know, you're also teaching communication, honesty, you know,
And how to
compassion,
present
generosity.
yourself. Yeah, and
Yeah.
presence.
And presence, yeah.
And presence. See, I did my homework well. And what about you? I mean, are you teaching and, you know, are you collaborating? What is the kind of energy? I think, you know, people might look at you and automatically get a bit charged up too, right?
That's
So
so
I
nice to
think
hear.
your
Thank you.
energy transfer is very good,
Thank you very
right?
much.
But other than that, what about the techniques?
You know, in dance, we're very much told that it's all about the technique when you go into an institution.
Yeah.
But the freedom to express when something hits you, when music hits you, when they talk about when you're dancing in the shower, I think that is where the true dance is. If you could actually take that moment in and just express it and be goofy and be dumb, but dare to just live it and like really rock it, you vibrate something out of you that will be so contagious to so many people.
It really is.
Yeah, and it doesn't need to be a backflip or a head spin or a stand on your hand.
Yeah.
It just could be the two-step.
The two-step, the
And
two-step.
everybody would just like go,
Yes.
you know. And so I think for
I
me,
love
it's
that.
that freedom to the moment.
Absolutely, I love that. So, you know, I would love it in the last few minutes before we end the show, if you can tell us a little, tell the audience a little about what they can expect from your performance. It's happening on the 30th of November, guys. मैं repeat कर रही हूँ, 30th November को आप Arts Council जा सकते हैं, 29th को, you know, नवेद की workshop है और सानी यहाँ पे जो हैं वो 30th November तक कर रहे हैं और 4 दिन तक उनका चल रहा है. आप जैसे आर्ट्स काउंसिल जाएंगे, ask anyone, they'll tell you where to go and you'll find these two lovely people. You can meet them, you can interact with them and tell us a little, tell the audience a little about what they can expect.
Yeah, I mean, if the audience, like, if you're expecting answers, then don't come because, like, the
Yeah.
thing is that for me, it's a never-ending exploration of
Yeah.
what presence is, and you know, there's so many great acting teachers throughout history that have explored it. You know, from Grotowski.
As a topic? Presence
Yeah,
has been
yeah.
explored as a topic, yeah.
Yes, Grotowski, Stanislavski, even I mean so much in Asian theater as well, you know, in Japanese no theater,
Yeah.
they train actors to have more presence. So it's been trained in European and Asian theater, at least those are the kinds of theaters.
And
that
have
I
you
know.
adapted some of those techniques
Yes.
and understandings and everything?
Yes, because my training itself and my experience itself has been eclectic. So I've taken from different traditions,
Wow.
and I've also, like, I can say modestly, I've come up with my own stuff as well. So,
Really? How
yeah.
amazing is that? And you know, that's the sign of a true creative.
Yeah.
When you read so much, when you
Yes.
see so much, when
Yes.
you meet so much, and then you make your own winning formula. So more
Yes.
power to you for that. Good job.
Thank you.
What about you?
So as we said, for me, Norway has given me a voice.
Yes.
Son of Iran has given me my
Yeah.
heritage and my
Yeah.
values.
I love that. It's beautiful.
And Zan Zindagi Azadi, woman life freedom, is the value that I fight for.
How lovely.
And hopefully in my dance, I will be representing a good ambassador for Norway, a good ambassador for Iran, and
Yeah.
hopefully I can never speak for the women of Iran, but I could stand by them and I could support them in their journey for freedom. And that's what I would love to do.
I love that. I love that. It's such a heartwarming and such a beautiful message to share. Thank you so much. It's been such a pleasure to have both of you on the show. Honestly, it felt like as if we've been friends forever. It was such a great interview, and I absolutely love both your energies. I'm wishing you guys all the best